Hey guys, Brick59 here and welcome back to a brand new video. And today I got a brand new LEGO Star Wars custom build for you, and this is the Battle on Naboo. So this is kind of a build which was based off of Star Wars Battlefront 2. And that's kind of what some of these buildings are based off of. I also took again some inspirations from the Phantom Menace, and this is the build I've come up with. Now, in general, I really do like building Naboo. I think this is my third Naboo MOC, the biggest that I have made up to date. And I don't know, I just find this a really interesting planet. Again, I really love kind of like the sand green, the tan, all the colors that Naboo has. It's just, I really like that. So I really do love making Naboo time and time again. This build is pretty awesome. So basically, the story behind this is that the Chancellor came to Naboo to kind of have some meetings and celebrations with the locals, and the Separatists found out about this, so they ended up sending garrisons of droids to attack kind of the area where the Chancellor is staying on Naboo. And they're attacking the main Republic forces here, so you can see Master Windu already taking a squad of the droids head on. We got two more squads which have, some of the droids are being shot down. We got, of course, Obi-Wan over there, kind of protecting the main Chancellor's quarters. And then on this side, we got a third squadron of droids, as well as a STAP, which is right out of the picture. There you go. So there's a STAP in the corner, and that is also kind of attacking the clone squadrons. All right, and then here we have a look at the clone forces. So basically, we have, again, Obi-Wan with his squad of clones here. We got Mace Windu attacking the droids head on. And then one of my favorite parts of the build is that crater over there. So the Separatists, had some sort of rocket launcher or something, fired it, and that, of course, created the crater in the ground. And that was actually a lot of fun to make. So I'll actually move the figures out so you can get a better look at how that's kind of made. So, as you can see there, we'll just remove a gun as well. But basically, that's the look of the crater. So that's pretty cool. So what I ended up doing was, this technique is 2 bricks tall. So the first layer is kind of where kind of the main ground is, and then what I ended up doing was just instead of kind of completing the ground, I ended up putting all sorts of slopes there to kind of give kind of a destroyed, like have the ground look kind of destroyed. And then right below it, I put a second layer of brick, so it looks like kind of a crater. And again, I really do love how that looks. Really happy with how that looks for sure. But anyways, we can, I guess, just move along here. Just got a bit more plant work, so we got some plants and trees there, as Naboo always has though, so I ended up just including those. And now let's go ahead and move on to the buildings. Alright, so let's start off with the first building here. This one is pretty simple. So what we have here is kind of these kind of arches going all across, and then behind them we have actually the main entrance to the building, and we got a clone trooper in there. Then we also got a few steps leading on both sides to the entrance of the building. In terms of the second floor, again, it's pretty simple. I ended up actually using these 1x1 plates with a clip on them, which is this piece right over here. And this was actually pretty cool, as I ended up creating that kind of pillar look on that top floor of the building. So I just stacked a bunch of those together. And again, I thought that was kind of nice, kind of unique. So we got a bunch of greenery throughout the build, so on a couple of the buildings. And then again, this is where kind of the Separatists launched some sort of rocket launcher, destroyed the building, so there's kind of flames and all. And again, I really love that. It adds a bit more uniqueness, and because changes up the build a bit. In terms of the second building, this is actually completely based off of Battlefront 2. I believe in a couple of the gameplays there's like a tall building similar to this. So that's kind of what I made, and again, I'm really happy with how that's turned out. I was thinking of using kind of the sand green technique where I use the 1x1 bricks and kind of stack it into a dome. I'd done that last time, but again, wasn't really, I wanted to change it up a bit, so I ended up just going with slopes for this time. And again, I think it looks terrific. And then finally, my favorite building of all, I think I had one similar to this, or at least a bottom floor similar to this in my last Naboo MOC. So what we have here is kind of the entranceway along with these 4 arches, and each one of them have kind of a technique where I have the bricks on their side, and so it kind of gives that smooth design. And then I use kind of those masonry bricks in the middle to give that dark tan brick with kind of that groove down the middle. And again, I really love how that looks. The second floor, again, we just have 5 more arches identical to the bottom, except these are open. You got a couple of shock troopers there taking cover and firing at the incoming droids. And then finally, on the last level, we have, again, a nice railing. I use some of those new pieces from the new Hogwarts sets for those kind of pointed pieces there. Really love how that looks. And then we got, again, the railing using the 1x1 bricks, and then we got 3 shock troopers on top there, also firing down at the droids. Alright, and then I thought I'd quickly show you the interior of the building. Again, not too much there. Mainly this building has, not really much of an interior, but basically you again have the Chancellor with Anakin and Rex, because Anakin always is seen even throughout the Clone Wars. Whenever there are these kind of conflicts, like even that Naboo arc, he was always by the Chancellor's side, so I thought I'd put him in here with Rex and another shock trooper. So that's kind of it. Again, not too much detail, just in general, because in general you're not going to see the back of this MOC too much, but there is a look at that. And then again, the interior of the other 2 buildings, not much there. Again, I know it's not that pretty, but again, I didn't have enough space to put an interior. And then there's the second floor all destroyed. You can kind of see how I made that. And then this one actually is pretty cool because the ground is actually, again, snot technique instead of studs. But there is a look at that. Alright, but anyways, there you go. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a thumbs up would be great. And do not forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos coming very soon. But anyways, this is BrickWizard59, and I'll see you all next time.